Hello, my name's Joe. I'm the manager of PLOS Digital Health, Complex Systems, and Computational Biology. And today I'll be giving a quick walkthrough on how to use the Dimensions tool to find reviewers and give a quick overview on the thing itself and what it can do for you. So Dimensions is a free bibliometrics tool, has all sorts of filters that you can use to cross all sorts of information to find the answer that you want. So you'll see at the top, we have publications, data sets, grants, patents, and clinical trials. For our purposes, we'll mostly be using publications, but in my role as a publisher, it's not unheard of to look at grants and see things like, okay, what's been published or funded in the last 6 months, and maybe we should reach out and keep an extra mind on those sorts of topics, since we know that those papers will be coming down the pipe. And so on the left-hand side, you'll see our first filters, our general filters, and at the top, there's sort of text, so you can enter keywords that are relevant to your field. And so in today's example, we'll be using an imaginary paper in PLOS Digital Health, where we are looking for reviewers for a paper on telehealth and mHealth. And so we'll think, okay, we've exhausted the reviewers, or we want to find someone with some more niche or specific expertise. What's a title that we think will be able to have some of those papers in it, authors in it, that we would be interested in looking at? In this case, let's do the Lancet Digital Health. So we filtered down to the journal. We only want people who've published in the last few years so that we know we're getting active researchers in this area. So we'll filter down those years. And now we're looking at all the papers that have been published in the Lancet Digital Health from 2021 to 2023. And so now we can get a little more specific. So we have a paper that we need to find reviewers for that is about telehealth, and mHealth. You'll see here we can either search in the full data, which is more broad, or we can search in just the title and the abstract, which will give us more precise results. So say telehealth or mHealth, and we'll do it in the title of the abstract of some results. We'll confirm that we're human. Yeah, tripping me up this time a lot. And so here are all the papers that are published in the last 3 years. There's 4 documents that cover our search parameters. And so let's click into here. We'll look into this paper. And it's got the author list here. It's got some metrics on the paper itself. It's gotten 4 altmetric score, 28 altmetric score, and 4 citations. So it's a solid paper. Let's see. Let's click into Dr. Lowe here and see what they do. And so at the top now, we're looking at all the papers that Dr. Lowe has published in the Lancet Index. So it's just the one. So we can remove the journal at the top. We can choose to remove the dates if we'd like to, but it looks like so they've only really published 1 paper on this topic. It looks like if we move to that, we can take a deeper look here. So yeah, not super relevant to what we want to do. So we'll go back to our list. We can click through all of these people. So let's see, take a look at what Dr. Gonzalez does. So yeah, looks like Dr. Gonzalez has a reasonable amount of work in the telehealth field. So we might want to reach out to them and say, hey, we'd be interested in reviewing for us. We can also take off these filters because we are currently looking fairly specifically in title and abstract and see what just generally what their work looks like. So we'll talk about publication date down here. Yeah, so still working on, it's got a preprint here. So we're still working on tele-oncology, so quite relevant. So we'd say, okay, cool, Dr. Gonzalez is a good fit. And then we could go look, at Brian Gonzalez and Moffitt Cancer Center. So we've got a little bit of information there. I've got their profile. Could just do a little bit more digging or into PubMed, for example, and just reach out to Dr. Gonzalez and say, hey, I saw that you wrote this excellent paper on patient-reported outcomes for multiple myeloma patients, and would love to include you in a review, kind of thing. So this is Dimensions. It's got a bunch of different other things you can do with it, and I encourage you guys to play around with it. It's a very, very powerful tool. It's got you can do multiple things, so I can I can have multiple journals included in my search function up here. So for example, I can look at all the PLOS journals. I can save all the PLOS journals as a search and look at them as a cluster, and sort of look at trends from them over time, that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's a really powerful tool. It's completely free. There's a paid version of it. I have no relation to digital science, so this is just something I think is useful. I encourage you guys to try it out. And if you have any questions about it, always feel free to reach out to me. And I'd love to hear your feedback on this. Thank you, and happy reviewing.